Good morning, children. Hope you all are understanding my videos. Things are clearer to you, and if any feedback you want to give, you can also mention that in the comment, or you can directly message me in my WhatsApp. So let's move toward the another chapter, that is in second chapter, and that is in part of geography, India, climate and natural resources. So in the last semester also we have seen that in physiographic division India has all the physical features, is it? So India is actually a very vast country, not only in the terms of the population but also in the terms of the natural diversity, that is on the basis of the physical division. And the climatic condition differ from one region to the another region. You already know that climate means the average condition of the any place for a long period of time or for the 30 year of the time. Okay. Now the altitude of the place, location of the mountains, plateau, distance from the sea or the ocean, tides and the current of the sea or the ocean, forest, all are a very important, these all plays a very important role in creating the climatic condition of a place. किसी भी place का climate कैसा होगा वो ये सारे factors decide करते हैं. What are that factors? Altitude means वो कितना ऊंचा है, location of the mountain, is it located on the mountain, then is it a plateau, what is a distance from the sea or the ocean, the tides or the waves of the oceans, okay, and the forest. India is situated in the northern hemisphere and lies between 8° north to 37° north latitude, and a tropic of Cancer passes through the middle of the India. Okay, this you have seen in the map, and because of this only the northern part of the India experiences a cooler climate, and when you come to the central part of the India it is quite warmer, and as you move to the southern part it becomes more warmer. The several places of the country are more than 1500 kilometers from the coast. अब जो southern part of India है वो आप देखोगे तो that is in peninsula, means three side covered with the water and the one side, upper side, is with the land. So several places, for example from Tamil Nadu, Kanyakumari to, if you will see the Himachal Pradesh, or if you will see the Jammu and Kashmir, then it is 1500 kilometers away from the Kanyakumari. So due to this those places experience the extreme climatic condition with the both winters and the summer. That's why North India, if you will see the extreme north part of the India, then it experiences an extreme warm temperature or a hot temperature in the summer season and an extreme cold temperature in the winter season. However, the place situated at the higher altitudes are always cooler in comparison to the other places. जो places पहाड़ों की ऊंचाइयों पे होते हैं they are normally more cooler. Now let's see this map. Okay, this map will give you the idea of the direction of the wind in the month of January and in the month of the July. So this first map is the direction of the wind in the month of January, and at that time we experience cold. So at that time you see that the wind from the north direction flows towards the west, that is from northern part of the India, or you can say from the land to the sea, is it? Where else in the second map you will see that in the July, that is in season of monsoon, the wind flows from the Arabian Sea towards the northern side, that is towards the part of the land, and because of these changes in the wind direction there is a different rainfall at the different places of India. Okay, yeah. and this results in an unequal distribution of rainfall in the different part of the country. For example, Meghalaya and Assam experiences a very heavy rainfall, whereas there is a very less or the scanty rainfall in Rajasthan or the Kutch. Southern part of India is a peninsula, and due to this the places which is nearer to the sea coast always experience the moderate heat and cold. Consequently, these areas enjoy a moderate climate. So क्योंकि southern part of India is a peninsula, so they are nearer to the sea coast, and because of the places which are nearer to the sea coast, they always have a moderate climate. Now, what is a moderate climate? Where there is no extreme of the heat or the cold. Okay, that is called the moderate climate. The Eastern Ghats and the Western Ghats on the east and the west coast of the South India respectively. Okay, so in the eastern, where there is a Bay of Bengal, there is an Eastern Ghat, and the sides of the Arabian Sea is the Western Ghat of the India. These also has an effect on the seasonal rainfall. Wind changes their direction according to the season is a special feature of India's climate. इंडिया में जो विंड का डायरेक्शन है वो सीजन के हिसाब से चेंज होता है. दैट इज अ वेरी स्पेशल फैक्टर of India, and because of that only the climate of India is such a diverse. India experiences all the three seasons, that is a winter, summer and monsoon. Now let's see the first season, that is winter. India experiences a cold weather from the December to February, and due to the slanting rays of the sunlight during the winter, the temperature falls. Places in the north and the northeastern India like the Simla and Darjeeling experiences the extreme cold climate. Many a time the temperature falls below 5 degrees Celsius, which results in the snowfall at that time. When the temperatures extremely moves down or extremely get low, then there is a snowfall, and it is very cold in the it is not very cold in the southern part of India, as it is comparatively nearer to the equator. क्योंकि southern part of India है वो equator से थोड़ा नज़दीक हो जाता है, and because of that there is not such a lower temperature in the winter. Then comes the summer season. India experiences the summer season from March to May. And because this sun rays directly falls near the Tropic of Cancer, so the temperature is very high. In the central India and the western part of the India, the temperature goes high up to the 45 degree to the 50 degree Celsius between the April to June, and it is extremely hot in Rajasthan as it is a desert. Monsoon season. So monsoon is a very important season in India, and it starts from the June and it is up to September, and India receives the rainfall 80% of the rainfall between this month only, and the wind blows, that is already we have seen in the last slide, okay, that in the month of the June, July, August, September, the winds blow from the Arabian Sea of the Malabar coast to the land of the northern part of India. That region receives more than 300 centimeter of rain. तो वहाँ पे सबसे ज़्यादा रेन होता है. इसीलिए आपने देखा भी होगा कि केरला में 6 months तक रेनी सीजन होता है. The wind blowing across the Bay of Bengal brings the rainfall to the eastern part of the India. जैसे अरेबियन सी में से wind is a reason, that's a wind from the sea to the land is a reason for the monsoon. In the same way, a wind from the Bay of Bengal to the land part of the northern India and the northeastern part of the India is a reason for the monsoon climate in that part of India. And which are that part is West Bengal, Assam, Meghalaya, the retreating monsoon winds affects the Punjab, Himachal Pradesh and Uttarakhand in the months of the October and November. Retreating monsoon winds means जब सितंबर अक्टूबर के बाद जब विंड का डायरेक्शन चेंज हो रहा होता है, दैट इज starting from the land to the towards the water bodies, because of that there is a rain in the part of Punjab, Himachal Pradesh and Uttarakhand in the month of October. Is it? Of the climates. But before that, we will see on this map that how much rainfall actually happens in the different region of the India. If you will see here, then this pitch color will show you the less than 50 centimeter rainfall, and the part is the Rajasthan, and this part that is in Leh Ladakh part of the Jammu and Kashmir. Then the pink is 50 to 100 centimeter of the rainfall. So you will see the plateau part of the India, and these the northern. Okay, these all. Then 100 to 200 is the plain, northern plain. Okay, so these experiences very much rain. Then more than 200 centimeter is these Western Ghats and the seven sisters of the northeastern part of the India. Okay, that is Assam, Meghalaya, Manipur. So this is how there is a variation of the rainfall in the different region of India. Now we will see the effect of on human life. Climate has a very tremendous effect on the human life. Okay, from the lifestyle to the diet to the nature of the people. If you will see in the Rajasthan, every house have a walled terrace. उनके जो terraces होते हैं उनमें जो किनारे का wall होता है वो ज़्यादा बड़ा होता है. Why? Because to save the water, because there is a scarcity of water, because rainfall is very less. People in the northern India use the woolen cloth to protect themselves because there is an extreme cold climate, whereas if you will see the South Indian people, then as there is a climate more warmer, so they prefer more and more of the cotton clothes. The people of the desert region wear the loose cotton clothes to prevent themselves from the continuous heat and to protect themselves from the sand blowing across the desert. अभी कॉटन क्लोथ्स उनको गर्मी से तो प्रोटेक्ट करते ही हैं उनकी बॉडी को, बट इट ऑल्सो प्रोटेक्ट देम फ्रॉम दी विंड जो सैंड धूल को रेत को बहुत ज़्यादा उड़ाती है. अगर आप डेजर्ट एरिया में देखोगे तो वो रात में बहुत ज़्यादा ठंडा होगा और दिन में बहुत ज़्यादा गर्म होगा, और वहाँ पे जब रात होती है और बहुत ही एक्सट्रीम क्लाइमेट्स होते हैं तो कभी कभी बहुत तूफान होता है, और उस तूफान में क्योंकि रेत होता है तो वो बहुत जोर से उड़ता है. सो कॉटन क्लोथ्स ऑल्सो प्रोटेक्ट द पीपल फ्रॉम दिस. They also have cover their head with a piece of a cloth to protect their head and hair from the sand. ये तो आप लोग मोस्टली पूरे इंडिया में ही देखते होंगे. Mostly where there is an extreme climate, people always have an what we say is scarf type piece of a cloth. If you will see in the summer also, people उसको अपने माथे पे बांध के रखते हैं, red color, somewhere white color. Is it? And due to the varied climatic condition across India, the people of Gujarat are usually engaged in the business. The people of Punjab are mostly the soldier, while the people of northern India are involved in the agriculture. Similarly, the nomads means the people who don't live at a particular place. They used to change their place. They are involved in the animal husbandry. Is it? तो गुजराती people, क्योंकि Gujarat is not having so much of the plain land, it is the plateau and the coastal area, so the people are usually engaged in the business. Punjabis are more soldiers as they are having a good physique, and the northern Indian peoples are more involved in the agriculture because they live in the plain and their land is very much favorable for the agriculture. And nomads of the desert region like the Kutch and the Rajasthan, they are involved in the animal husbandry, means pasupalan. Other than that, in the eating habit, if you will see, then the wheat is a staple food of the people of the coastal area of the Gujarat. Okay, while rice and fish from the staple diet of the people of Tamil Nadu, Kerala and the West Bengal. अगर आप गुजरात में देखोगे तो staple food क्या है? Wheat. And rice and fish is the staple food of the Tamil Nadu, Kerala and the West Bengal. क्योंकि जो लोग कोस्टल एरिया में रहते हैं तो उन लोगों के लिए fish is easily available, so that is also a part of their diet. So the coastal areas like Tamil Nadu, Kerala and West Bengal, their staple food is rice and fish. Is it? So this is all about the climatic condition and its effect on the people in India. How the climate affect the diet, lifestyle and the nature of the people, this we have seen. Okay, so we are completing the one portion of this chapter, and in the next module we will see the natural resources of the India. I hope you all got all the points clearer in this video. For any query you can ask me anytime. Okay, goodbye children. Do like, share and subscribe my channel if it is worthy. Bye bye to all of you.